Can't have your cake and eat it. Can't do it, man. Can't have your cake and eat it. Um, it's interesting seeing Naomi Osaka and just seeing her trajectory and just seeing how she's sort of changing with regards to self discovery. Because when we first saw her, when she first won the US Open and everything, she was very much okay. I'm Japanese, but obviously I'm half black, half Japanese, but really I'm Japanese and so forth, you know. But this is the reality you have to deal with. Um, Again, being to Japan, knowing a bit about Japanese culture, watching programs about it. If you're half Japanese, you're not Japanese. You're not considered Japanese. So, how winning that US Open as a Japanese player, Japanese people, are, yeah, yo, 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 yo. But then when, if she's not winning and is just a citizen, now you're half Japanese, half black. And I think it's something that a lot of mixed race people go through because if you're half white, half black, you're black. Half Japanese, half black, you're black. Half Chinese, half black, you're black. Half anything, you're always the whole black thing. And what you find and what mixed race people find is that you get accepted by black people and black culture, not by the whites, Japanese, the Chinese, and so forth. So what you're now seeing from her, I think what she's coming into is that yeah, I chose Japan for whatever reasons it was rather than why she chose America. Everyone has like their reasons, but I'm very much black, and especially I'm very much now really more in tune with the whole Haitian part of myself because obviously that's where her father is from. Her father is obviously originally cultured from Haiti, then obviously moved over to American and gained American citizenship. But when you just look at like her last post and so forth with the head tie and everything, you know, how obviously being her boyfriend is Corday and so forth, she's very much, yeah, like I'm getting more into my blackness and that's black culture. And same thing with her wearing the masks, police brutality and so forth. It's just a consciousness, but I just find it interesting that, you know, it's just how crazy the world is and how sad and unfortunate the world is where mixed race people can't be mixed race. They can't be happy because I'll keep saying this. The existence of mixed race people where someone like Naomi, she's 50% Japanese, her mother is fully Japanese, and her father is fully Haitian American, so she's half black, half Japanese. The fact, or half Haitian, half Japanese, the fact that you can't look at them like, no, you can't label that. That is just what it is. Because mixed race people show us the hypocrisy of labels. It shows that it's like if the world is showing us that, guys, this whole thing of black, white is stupid. But you can always count on human beings' stupidity that they'll be like, oh, you're half. Now we'll just call you this. You know, yeah, one drop will just call you this. It actually never ever underestimates the stupidity of human beings and how idiotic and how brainless human beings can be to enforce their very archaic, barbaric, stupid labels, you know. Um, but it is what it is because so Naomi, because 100%, because I think I remember reading the story when she obviously won the US Open about how much racism they received, like her father, especially them, her and her sister, and especially her father as well, how much racism they received from Japanese culture and how they were not accepted by Japanese culture. So it's like these things they stay with you and they form a certain kind of thinking towards you. So it is weird because she represents Japan, but I feel she's more connected to her Haitian roots than her Japanese roots. Through no fault of her own, because I just don't think that Japanese people have really ingratiated themselves to her really fully. And Japanese people always have an issue with her because she's like, she's not fully Japanese. And because you can see she's very much mixed. You can see the Japanese in her, but you can also see the Haitian in her. So Japanese people who are very much about boom, they're like, yeah, you're Japanese, but you can still see the black in you. So okay, yeah, you're sort of Japanese, and it's just crazy, man. But which is why I just like I always have sympathy for mixed race people because they shouldn't have to choose. You shouldn't have to choose. You should just be like, I am what I am. But because human beings are stupid, filthy, idiotic, and are obsessed with these dumb, stupid labels of black, white, black, white, black, white. Here we are, man. Here we are.